Hi and welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Swift Family Robeson Expedition. Eli and I coming to you this week. Dee is jammed up, busy at the hospital this week, so we get to spend some time together. Recently we celebrated St. Nicholas Day.
I wonder how much candy Emily's gonna get.
Put my shoes out for me, please.
Can you get Emily's shoes out and put them out for her?
Do like
Yeah.
rocks, those are bigger. I'll be able to fit more stuff in there.
Whoa! I got a butterfly backpack. Look at that. Look what you got.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa! St. Nicholas really brought a lot.
So we've been talking about holiday traditions, Thanksgiving through Christmas. We've been chatting about the difference between these memories in a brick and mortar house and while we're here at an RV park. And so that question came back on us. Is it really worth it? Nobody really gets to the end of their life and says things like, gosh, I wish I would have done more schoolwork, or I wish I had have worked more hours. But everybody wants to make more memories. A common regret maybe is not spending more time with family. And you certainly don't have to travel full time to do that. Like we took vacations together.
Yeah, we go at least twice a year to Disney.
It's not necessarily about full-time travel, but that question comes back, is it worth it? Considering what you gain, and that's what we've been thinking about the last couple of weeks. We haven't had a chance to really go anywhere super adventurous in the last week with the lockdowns. As we do new things together, the 7 of us are learning the things we enjoy the most, but what we've been talking about is we really don't care what we do. It doesn't matter what we're doing, it's just the fact that we're doing it together. And I think we're learning a lot about each other and growing in ways that we wouldn't if it wasn't for this commitment. I know that's true for Dee and I in our marriage, and now I'm gonna ask Eli, like, tell the truth now. People wanna know, do you drive each other nuts because you're in a small space or not?
Well, when you're in a small space, you can imagine being in a small space and everybody's getting under everybody's skin. It's all going to be horrible and but it's literally the same as in a house because you're still family, so you don't try to get under people's skin.
Like one thing we say all the time, isn't it? We say, hey, cut that out because this space is too small for that kind of talk.
Yeah.
Right? Don't we do that all the time?
Yeah,
Like it's like
I don't want to listen to that, so you have to stop because you can't go anywhere. You do that.
When we're in a house, it's like, hey, go in the other room.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've got one room. So that's a really cool thing because it leads us toward discipline. It leads us toward having better command on what we say or teasing or fighting. All right, so you guys don't drive each other crazy like people think you might. What about bonding? Like, do you think that this commitment is allowing you guys to grow closer together?
Yeah, we're getting a lot closer because, closer space, closer, friendships, and Emily and Isaac and me, we're talking a lot more because Emily lives in the kitchen and the living room, and yeah, we're growing a lot closer to each other, talking more, playing more.
One of the challenges of being on the road is converting the homeschool curriculum to kind of like a road school curriculum, and I can tell you, this guy has been a superstar. Like even just this morning, he was helping his younger sister. And that's one of the beautiful things about having lots of kids is the way everybody pitches in with chores, with schooling, the responsibilities of the day. We have a smaller house, but yet if we're really gonna get out and do things and make memories, we all have to work together to take care of that space. Besides that, Mom really likes it when she comes home from work and everything looks like a castle, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much fun. He's like Mom Robeson. Emily's just going to everybody like, okay, you clean the floor. Eli, Isaac, make the bed quick. It's not done. I'll do the dishes. Come on.
But it's like our gift to her. She works hard during the day, and we want her, to feel appreciated. But
because she can't spend all this time with us that you can, and
right.
She really just wants to spend more time with her kids. So.
Right. So
gotta give her something.
That's a neat thing that we can do. If it wasn't for this sweet spirit that these kids have with each other, I really don't think this would be possible. I couldn't possibly run the channel, plan the experiences, manage the house, run the school, and do what I do for business all at the same time if I didn't have these amazing kids helping each other out.
Exactly, because like Emily's planning my school and Isaac's school right now. Kate, the curriculum literally has a plan for her week by week, so it's saying you have to do this stuff this week. So yeah, it's a lot of help when you just take a minute or two to look for stuff, and it can all help you. You could do a lot. We all have to help each other, kind of. It's like people like Emily, because who's going to teach Emily other than you?
Right.
Mom's done,
It kind of trickles down.
Yeah, so you've still got to teach a few people, but a few people are covered when you look for tiny things like that.
Right. So we make the expectations clear. So what we do is we put our travel plans on the fridge. We put our chore chart on the fridge. These are like our goals, either for the week, the month, or the day. And then we'll put our prayer intentions and things like friends and family that we're thinking about, and keep those all in front of us so everybody knows what the family's up to. And they are doing an amazing job jumping on the responsibilities. So Eli will notice that Kate's not done with school yet. He'll get out her laptop. We use an electronic curriculum where you can see what the plan is, and he just jumps in there because he knows what I need to have happen. He knows what the family needs to have happen. Or Isaac will notice that someone's not done with their chores and they want to go outside and play together. And they know the rule that they can't do that until it's done. So they will help each other out, and that cooperation, that sweet spirit is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's like that with all the chores and stuff. We do have a lot of magnets on our fridge. Like we did the prayers of the rosary on our fridge. We did the chore chart. Because if I'm done before him and I'm just waiting for him, just sitting there and watching him do chores, and after that he still has more chores to do,
right?
Then I'm gonna help him, because I could either wait just a super long time, or I actually help him and spend my time that I'm doing nothing,
right? And
like help him with it. If we're trying to get to go outside, we have to finish all of our school and all of our chores before we can like go play with friends or go outside for like a super long time. So yeah, we definitely help each other a lot, because with that rule, it's like it's a puzzle piece. You look absolutely not good at all without, even if you're missing one piece, it's just all not good.
One of the things we intended to do when we set out on this was to sit together as a family and decide what were the things we were going to have to sacrifice to make this happen. And then on the other hand, we were dreaming about all the things that we might get to do together and the blessings that might come as a result of the sacrifices. And we have to keep putting those before us. Dee works as a director at a hospital during a pandemic. That's really hard. Travel itself is really hard. And so when these challenges come, we just have to keep the dream before us and remember what we did at the beginning. Do you remember what we did when we set off? We sat down and told God, we said, look, God, we're going to give these things up, and we dare you to do something good with it. Do you think God has done something good with it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot. It's not just one, just a bunch of good things with it.
Today we are recommitting ourselves, reminding ourselves of what we're giving up and why, and we're continuing our dare to God to bless our family and to do more amazing things in the next year. And we invite you to do the same. We want to thank you for joining us this week, and we hope to catch you next week.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell on your way out.
Bye. What are you doing?
Just check the film, man. Just check the film.
What's that? Oh, me? With my hands? You're saying I'm a hand talker?
Yes, you're a hand talker.
You're not a hand talker? I don't understand.
I'm just sitting here like, please stop.
Don't
Please
hit me.
Stop.